Every so often, the Sports Hangover touches on mature topics. Discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Sports Hangover. We are decked out in our NFL jerseys. Michael, you know what that means? NFL season is not far away.
Not far away at all, Jeremy. But let me tell the audience why you have this jersey. It was about 6 months, 7 months ago. We made a bet, and obviously I lost the bet because I bought you a brand new Dolphins jersey. And at the same time, I'm like, why not stock up on some gear of my own? I got myself a Russell Wilson jersey. I lost the bet. It was a playoff pool to see who would win the Super Bowl. I was out in the first round. We went back and forth picking. I'm going to go Seahawks. You go this, blah, blah, blah. I was out the first round. You took it all, and now you have a jersey.
And you owe me a jersey, so you bought me a $20 Nike jersey, which I appreciate a lot.
Whoa, Jeremy.
Listen, it's orange. It's my color. It's my team. Number 17, Ryan Tannehill.
That is a legit jersey. Don't even say that. That is a legit NFL authentic
it has the
jersey.
The swoosh is on it. You can see the swoosh.
Everything is there.
I'm fired up about it. And the big thing is I'm fired up about football season. And what we're going to do right now is just talk about some young quarterbacks, Mike. We are representing two of them right now, Russell Wilson and Ryan Tannehill. Some other guys aren't here right now. Colin Kaepernick. He's not here right now. Colin Kaepernick's not here right now. He's not represented. Andrew Luck, not represented. And finally, Robert Griffin III. So I just want to talk about some of the younger quarterbacks.
So how do you want to do this? Do you want to do a ranking, a scale, or do you want to do overall, this is the best out of the five? Because
Let's start there. Let's just start right there. Who is the best out of those five? They're all going in their second year of playing. Now, Kaepernick's been in the NFL for 3 years, but they're all going to be playing and starting for the second year. Who is the best of the bunch?
I think the best of the bunch.
Without being biased.
Of course, but the best of the bunch, the smartest of the bunch, the longevity, the person that will last the longest. I'm going to give it to two players here. I'm going to go.
No.
One player. Listen, I love Russell Wilson. I put him up there just as high, but I'm going to say Andrew Luck is like the Peyton Manning of later years. I mean, he is the future of the NFL. He doesn't move a lot. He's right in the pocket. He has the longest career ahead of him. I mean, look at RG3. He already was taken out last year with his fucking knee. We don't know if he's going to play the first game of the season, but that to me, he is overall the complete package. He's still got a lot of work ahead of him. Obviously, Russell Wilson is a little brighter and has figured it all out, but, you all can't be.
I mean, the Colts, what they did last year with Andrew Luck and that team, a lot of the coach was going through cancer treatment and the team wasn't very good. There weren't a lot of playmakers around him. And what he did with that team to get them in the playoffs was incredible. And I definitely see some Super Bowls in his future, probably pretty soon. So if I can't go Andrew Luck, I'm going to go, this may surprise you.
Oh, don't even say Tannehill because he's
I'm not going to say Tannehill.
All the list.
He has a lot of potential, just like all the guys. I'm going Colin Kaepernick, Mike.
Okay, I like it. I mean,
I'm going Kaepernick. He made the Super Bowl in his first season as a starter. Really, he only started half the season.
I put a little asterisk there.
But because he played in the playoffs, he got them there.
Okay.
He got him there, Michael. He got him there.
Thanks also to Alex Smith. Alex Smith also helped him along the way. Russell Wilson played the whole season and got.
Can I give my reasons, or are you going to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Colin Kaepernick. I love the way he throws the ball. He throws it so hard. His arm strength
so hard
is incredible. He has great arm strength. It's impressive right off the bat. The first game he ever played against the Bears on Monday Night Football, I was so impressed with his arm strength. And just the fact that he can run. He's a dual threat. He's not injury prone. He's a lot bigger than Robert Griffin and Russell Wilson. He's 6 inches taller than those guys.
He's a big guy. He's a big, jacked guy.
And I don't think he'll get hurt like we saw. Griffin is already hurt coming off the ACL injury in his very first season. Russell Wilson is going to be an injury risk. You understand that, right?
Well, he plays smarter, though. He's not out there running, taking
But he's a little guy.
But he's a little guy, but he knows to go down before to take a hit. Like, he's a smart player. He knows how to play it. And I think this year is the year Russell Wilson really shines. Because last year, it was all hidden by RG3 and Andrew Luck going number 1 and 2. And Russell Wilson kind of snuck in there. And everybody's like, oh, wow, he actually can play well. He's a good player. And I think this year is his year to shine.
So we got Luck and we have Kaepernick as our best quarterbacks. Who do you think out of the bunch maybe won't live up to their potential? Not just this season, like in their entire career. I see you smiling. I know exactly where you're going.
Jeremy, you have to know this. The reputation with your Miami Dolphins is not a good one. And for them to pick Tannehill the first year, I don't know what they were thinking. I know they got a good coach. Who was there before? Matt
Moore.
Matt Moore was there. He seemed like having a good head on his shoulders. The team was okay with him.
But he was a career backup. He was never a starting option, a guy with potential.
Tannehill will not last more than 5 years in the league.
Wow.
I mean, you know what? He might become a backup within 3 years.
Wow. I don't like to hear that, obviously. I disagree with you. I think he's going to be a really strong quarterback this year with Mike Wallace and other guys and into the future. I'm going, this one's going to surprise you again.
Wow.
The guy who won't live up to his potential is Robert Griffin III.
Okay.
The reason I say that is he got hurt his first year. I think he's going to get hurt every single year. I don't think he's going to ever play a full season. I think he's going to be like Michael Vick, kind of playing 10 to 12 games a year, and you're not really helping your football team every game when you're missing that much time. And obviously with his style of play, I don't think he's as smart about it as Russell Wilson, right? I think he takes more risks. And maybe this year we're going to see with the ACL injury he won't take as many risks. I hope that's the case.
But, Jeremy, he is the savior for the Redskins. The Redskins have been...
Oh, he's everything.
He is everything. So they're going to try to keep him there for as long as possible. Just like, I mean, not with the Eagles, but, I mean, Michael Vick is still there. He's like the face of the franchise right now because there's no one else there to really do it. I mean, McCoy's there, but... Yeah, so...
let's end on this question here.
Yeah.
Which of these quarterbacks... Let's get into fantasy for a second, fantasy football. Which of these quarterbacks do you want on your fantasy football team this year, right now? Who do you draft first?
Who, if I had a choice to draft first,
Out of these guys.
I would take Russell Wilson. I think
because you're biased.
Well, I'm not biased. He's got a lot of weapons. He's got a good running back. He's got a great coach. Great home field advantage. I don't see any other way you could go wrong there. Kaepernick, not as bright. Doesn't really think that well through all the way. He throws some interceptions here and there.
The Dolphins hat wasn't a bright thing that he did?
So he's not the brightest guy. Andrew Luck still kind of working through the system. Good, but he's not aggressive enough. RG3 could get hurt, might not play a full season. And Tannehill, I have nothing to say there. He's just plain terrible. So that was my choice, Jeremy. Where do you rank these guys? Number one, who would you draft if we're in the draft right now?
I would take Colin Kaepernick as my quarterback. I think he's going to throw for 300 to 400 yards in a lot of games. I think he's going to run for 100 yards in a lot of games. I don't see any of these other guys doing it. I also think the 49ers are the best team out of these five, Mike. I think they are Super Bowl worthy again. Remember, Anquan Boldin was added to that team.
I know.
And they made the Super Bowl without him last year. And they had to face him in the Super Bowl, obviously, which was funny. So Boldin is there. He's got the weapons. He's got the running backs. I really like that offense with Harbaugh, one of the great offensive coaches in all of football. I would take Kaepernick. And where do I take him? I take him 5th round, 4th round. I take him pretty high.
I feel the same way about Russell Wilson. But should we make a bet here, Jeremy? Should we say who's going to go farther? My team against your team? Do we want to?
Wait, the Dolphins Seahawks?
Yeah, Dolphins Seahawks. We're talking young quarterbacks here.
We did that last year. We didn't. We bet like a dinner on it or something. We should have bet something big. Obviously, the Seahawks went farther. I mean, the Seahawks are a lot better equipped to go farther than the Dolphins.
They are.
Really are.
Or do you want
to
go?
I'm uncomfortable with that bet right now.
All right, we'll talk. We'll discuss it in future shows. I know I really threw it on you here.
Really?
If you want to subscribe to some of our shows.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Okay.
We are in a great place with these 5 quarterbacks. You know, everyone talks about Peyton and Breeze and Rodgers and all these guys. This is the next breed. Those guys are going to be out of the game in 5 years, and these 5 guys that we've spent this show talking about are going to be the faces of the NFL. I think it's really cool that we're in the beginning stage of that. And also, it's great to talk football. How good is this?
So good.
We're talking football.
I know, it's been a while.
And we are your place for football. The Sports Hangover is your place for football all season long, off season, everything. We are gearing up starting today, right now.
If you want to subscribe to us, go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/sportshangover. Everything is at thesportshangover.com. We're also on Twitter at TSH Podcast. If we don't get molested or rest of the reviews, we'll be back sometime soon.